everybody, Coach Tanya here, ready for our lunch date that we have every day. And something that I want to talk about today. This is also something that I've learned through life lessons. Something that I talk a lot with my kids about, with friends, family, and it's all about perception and how we are perceived, how our actions are perceived. Hi Nitzia, how are you? So for me, sometimes somebody can do something and, it could be something that upsets you. Good morning. And what they did might have upset you, but it could also be the way you perceived what they did that upset you. And if you were to verbalize and speak to them and talk about what happened, you might find out that what they did was not what they meant. Hi, Allie. How are you today? So, like for instance, I could post something on Facebook. And somebody could perceive and think that that post, I was talking about them. Like sometimes when I talk about like removing the negative people from your life or whatever, maybe I had an argument with somebody. So they automatically assume that that post was meant for them. Meanwhile, I wasn't thinking about them at all when I was posting. So that's what I mean about perception. So open line of communication has to be kept in order to know why people do actions that they have done. But we also have to keep in mind that, sorry, I tend to look up when I'm thinking. Like when I do these thoughts of the day, guys, there's no script around. I'm just kind of off the cuff what I'm feeling at that moment and just talk with you. So that's why sometimes I look up or, I stop and think or whatnot. And I totally had my focus energy about an hour ago. So I do have a little bit of energy. I'm actually upstanding while I'm doing this one today because I feel really energetic. I've been trying to drink that like around lunchtime to keep me with good energy for my workouts because I want to get the best I can out of them. So, hi Gloria, how are you? So, we have to keep in mind and be cognizant of how people might be perceiving our actions. Like if you do something a certain way, a loved one or a friend or somebody could perceive that action differently than the way that you meant it. So if somebody does get upset and they come to you about it, have an open mind because everybody perceives everything differently. We are all different people. God made us all differently for a purpose. If we were all the same, this world would be freaking boring. So no one's perfect and no one is the same. So you really, really, really need to make sure that we focus on how people are going to perceive us. And don't take that as worrying how people see, like it's a fine line. I tell my kids all the time, don't worry about what people think of you. And this totally, hey Whitney, so this totally, hey Kiana, how are you? Your voice is beautiful. That video that you put up of you singing was awesome. Sorry, I'm like reading these at the same time. Nitzia put your talk yesterday was all about me. LOL, thanks. It helped me a lot. Girl, message me. Let's chat. I mean, I know we message all the time, but you know that I'm here for you if you need anything. And I'm glad that what I talked about helped you. That's the whole purpose that I like to do these. I don't like to just post a picture and write something. I like to actually talk to you guys about certain things that either I have had trouble with or things that people that are close to me have had trouble with. So it's not about worrying about what people think of you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, you need to worry about what people think because I am the top person. I don't care what people think. If people want to talk crap about me, they could talk crap about me because I know who I am as a person, as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter. So I know who I am. I don't care what others think. I don't care. You might think I'm this or you might think I'm that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not being itchy about it. Hi, Corey. How are you doing? How's your ankle? So for me, it's not worrying about what people think of you. I tried to keep in mind of how somebody might perceive a certain action that I'm doing. So if I might, I don't know, look at Alex and maybe not have a smile on my face, he might perceive that I'm pissed off at him. Meanwhile, I'm probably still sleepy because I didn't drink the rest of my Shakeology yet. So I try to be cognizant of those things. Hey, Mom. So hi Alicia, how are you? So I try to just try to think of those things, because you guys, a lot of things, even in text message, people perceive things wrong. Like, you might write something and the entire time you're writing it, you have a smile on your face and you're in a great mood and blah, 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 and you're typing away with your thumbs, getting carpal tunnel, and they're gonna read it how they think your actions are as you're writing it. So they might read it that you got a total itchy attitude and you're being nasty. Meanwhile, you're really coming from the heart. So even through writing, it can be perceived wrong. Hi, Christy. Corey, I am so glad your ankle is better. I know that put you back for a while, but I want to start seeing those 21-day fix posts and back on track with your meal plan and your shakes and everything. So life is about perception and how everybody's perceiving us, you know, how our actions are, if you're genuine or not. It's perceived. So if somebody comes to you and says, you know, when you did this, it really hurt my feelings. If you turn around and say, no, it didn't, how do you know how you made them feel? They're trying to tell you how you made them feel. So you gotta keep that in mind. And I'm not saying this so you're constantly like, oh my God, did I not smile at that person? Do they think I'm mad? Like, don't stress yourself out about it. But just remember that everybody perceives things differently. So you might be doing something that you think is super nice for somebody, and they might perceive it that you're being nasty. Or they might perceive it that, oh, well, I can do it myself, don't help me. So everybody's different, and everybody perceives actions differently. Everybody perceives, you know, the way that the perception of, you know, like I said, with text messages or emails or even a Facebook post, anything in writing can be perceived so wrong. So if you have something super important to talk to somebody about, don't text them, don't email them. Do the old-fashioned phone call where you're verbally speaking to them, or do an old-fashioned, hey, let's go grab a bite to eat and talk. I think we need to talk face to face. That is how problems should be taken care of. So if you have something, whether it's an argument with somebody or somebody that you want to tell them how much you love them, I mean, it's okay to text people, I love you. I text Alex that all day long. But when I really want to have a heart-to-heart and I really want him to see inside my heart and soul and see how much I care for him and how much he is my world, I don't want to do that through text message, because I don't want it to be perceived any other way than what I mean. And if it is perceived wrong, if we are face to face, I'm going to be able to tell by his facial expressions or by his body language that he might be perceiving it not the way that I mean it. So perception is a big thing in this world, especially in this technology world where everything is done in writing. That's why I love that Facebook has Facebook Live. As much as I like to chat with people, you know, in writing through text or through Messenger, any of you on here that get messages from me, a lot of times you get voice memos, don't you? Because I am very old-fashioned. I like to talk to people. I like to have conversations. I don't like just words for that reason, because they're just reading them how they would write it or how they think my mood is at the time that I'm writing to them. So I'd rather them hear my voice. I'd rather them hear my excitement. So that's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about today, was perception and how, you know, things are not always perceived how we mean for them to come out. And sometimes something comes out of anger and you really didn't mean to say that. So, you know, it's just something that was on my mind, something that I wanted to talk about to you guys and you know, kind of open everybody's eyes that, you know, perception's a big thing in this world. And a lot of times our actions aren't perceived the way we really mean them. So we need to really keep that in mind. But other than that, it is late for me to be making my lunch, but I'm gonna go make myself something scrumptious in the kitchen. I'm thinking some sort of yummy salad. Maybe I'll make a salad with some tuna and some avocado for my healthy fat, maybe some peppers and green beans. When I make salads, I should just name them like dump salad or something. I really just dump a bunch of leftovers on top of a bed of lettuce, and they always end up coming out the best salads ever. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. But I just wanted to touch on this topic with you guys really quick. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you during our lunch date that we have daily. I am really, really loving these lunch dates that I have with you guys. You know, I sit home all day, just me and the 3 puppies. working my little butt off at the computer. Today I decided to do some work in front of the TV because I have like 20 general hospitals. So I figured I can multitask and clean out my DVR while I got some planning done for my next challenge groups and stuff. So, you know, it does tend to get lonely here, even though I'm talking to people and I'm texting people and I'm having phone calls with new challengers and stuff like that. It tends to get lonely being here by myself all day. So I really look forward to our lunch dates where we get to chat and have some time together, and you guys get to like chat below, and you know, so I kind of feel like we're all sitting in one big room together and you guys all came over to my house for lunch. So I really love that you guys get on with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Who knows what the topic will be, but I'll see you guys tomorrow for lunch. Have a good day.